Hey dreamers, this is Jechta Plays, and today we're going to continue with the Fireplace of Secret Santa's event, community event. It's organized by YahDeh, and we are just going to simply build the fireplace further on. We're going to add more detail. We're going to touch the support stones, although these support stones are not really actual supporting. Well, maybe a little bit, but it's also more for like the look and feel. We're probably going to like add more additional detail on the outside, and painting all comes later on. I first want to create the whole fireplace, and once that is done, I'm going to add painting. So we're going to, and of course, fire itself. And fireplace without fire is not a fireplace. So that's something that we're going to do as well. And yeah, I don't really sure like how fire will come. If we can already do the top side in this part, I do not know. Probably not. But we will see how far we will get today. I must say that I think almost the biggest part is done, as like the top part is not as detailed. Like it is detailed, but it's not like it's pretty much more straightforward than the down part. So yeah, we're going to do and continue the fireplace for now. So let's continue, and let's not wandering off too far and go straight into this. Right now for myself, there you go. Like we did the side. I'm not really sure if I'm going to do the back side as well. We might maybe to do it. Let me like the reason why I have a blue one is because like I kind of want to know like how tall I'm going to have it and where it should be and stuff like that, and that's why I have it like that. Okay, so we need to have more looseness here. So blend is already on point. I can see a little bit better what's happening here because like sun is not like, I can also like move the sun gadget, by the way. Was also a way to do it. Am I still mirror mode? No. I was not. I was not in mirror mode. I don't want to like, I have to be careful that I don't want to like make something that like looks like it's made out of circles. So a little bit tricky what I'm doing here right now. Not sure if this is going to be. Let me move the sun. Remove the sun. Yeah, I don't know. Like I don't know if like it's a detail that needs to add more, like on the side, I mean. Also, we need to do it the other way around to make things softer as well. We have to be careful not to touch the outside, of course, but soften the edges a little bit again. So the stones are blending better in. Now it gets a little bit too obvious what I'm doing here. Okay, and basically we can just clone this now. Do the other side. Together with this. There we go. And maybe we can do have maybe one on the top. And then of course we're going to cut that down. Oh. And another one over here. Let me pull nice. That's, yeah, I think we can do stone sculpting. We're going to use the wedge technique for that. I like to use that one. This is basically my go-to. If I if I'm going to start the sculpt, and if I'm like, I'm using it for textures. I'm using it to hit smaller parts in sculptures like this. What I'm doing here right now. It's really one of my go-to shape that I'm using. Let me know in the comments what type of shape are you? What is your go-to shape if you want to like make something or like sculpt something in Dreams? And is there one shape in particular that you're using and always come back to? Like in my case, that it's the wedge, and I cannot stop using it. I'm probably not hitting. Yeah, well, I should hit by the way, because like we are again on the grid. But I might be looking a little bit differently because of like it's not like everywhere the same. Yeah. I still need to do the whole arc. Should I have done that as first? Maybe. Maybe I should have done that as first, but I like to challenge myself. It's a little bit more harder because of this is like in one scope, so you don't really have much room to work around the whole thing. So it's a lot of like challenging here and there. And using a lot of like imagination as well. Trying to figure out like how a stone would look like. Will it fit into the whole... This is going to be also very hard, by the way. I should maybe have like... I should maybe have like delete this one later. Or add that one later, I mean. Because... yeah. Because otherwise I cannot really touch it as much. So... for now... I will recreate that thing. It's not like... it was like one of the most easiest sculpts in this thing here, so it's not like it's a waste or anything like that. It's just... I need my space, I need my room to create and sculpt around the matter of this stone here. There's also something that I really want to sculpt sometime, like someday. It's now that I'm seeing a little bit of like these type of bricks and design. I am a super. You probably have never heard of it before, but if you do have heard of him before, you probably have been to a Dutch theme park. But there is a well, there was a very famous Dutch artist, painter called Anton Pieck, and he made very very old and vintage looking buildings, almost like it was like fantasy stuff and not really something you would see. It was very beautiful, and I really love his style, and I kind of want to not like recreate it, but like bring an ode to him, because like I don't know, like I really love his artwork. And if you have never heard of Anton Pieck before, just search him up or search for the Efteling and then Anton Pieck. Search his work on, and he has very strange artwork, and some maybe fine, maybe they some stuff maybe are more, yeah, not creepy, not per se creepy, but more like darker as well sometimes. Like he loved fairy tales, and he really loved the original versions of the fairy tale, so not like with the happy endings and like how Disney is doing everything like that, like they turn everything into a happy ending. And but he really loved like the the more grim way of telling a fairy tale, and you can still see it to the day till now too in the Dutch theme park Efteling. So if you're close, or if you're going to travel someday to the Efteling, then you really should do it, because you will find very beautiful artwork in the buildings. Not everything is made by him. He also had like an apprentice. What was his name? Tom van de Ven. Sorry for the Dutch names right now, but Tom van de Ven was his student, and he taught a lot of Anton Pieck. Anton Pieck taught him basically. But he had his own style as well. He didn't really build the same way as, or draw it the same way as like Anton Pieck did. But you can still see the type of way of like vintage looking buildings. It's so beautiful, and sadly one of the attractions is gone that he made years ago, like 40 years ago. But yeah, there are still a lot of like buildings you can see in the theme park, and it's lovely. So I really want, like, the reason why I'm bringing this up, is because like I really love this art. I really love that art style, and it's a very it's part of my life as well, like how I sculpt, sort of. Not like I am doing exactly what they are, but I got very inspired as a kid with his way of making stuff. I love like not the happy endings in fairy tales and stuff like that. So and I really love like the art style. You really should check it up. Like look at the castles that he did, the houses. It's like weird looking, and it's not like it's like it has like a really crooked way of like doing stuff, and it also has some creepy on it, like this he made some like also very creepy creatures, and it's like I don't know, like I'm very inspired by his work, and also by Tom van de Ven as well. Like Tom van de Ven is also very talented as well. So someday I might maybe do an ode, maybe do a dream series out of it and like sculpt on one of the famous buildings from the Efteling maybe, and something like that. I would really love to do that as well. To have a little bit more an ode to something. Yeah, so it's someday. I cannot promise you when it's going to be or stuff like that, but it's definitely on the to-do list. And I know I still have other series that I still need to. There's one I still need to finish as well, besides this one. And yeah, there's a lot for me to do. And once we have like done these stones, make it feel like they are part of the whole thing, I think we can then say actually like how this whole thing come to life. Now I must say that this is not really anything good at the moment. Me too. I think this is, it looks a little bit too obvious right now. Dun, dun, dun. Want to make sure like you're not seeing that what we did in the previous video as but yeah, there's like still like a lot of like things that I really want to do on Dreams. But there's also something else that I have not really announced yet or talked. I have talked a little bit, like teased a little bit about it, but I've never really like what's it called? Like I have an idea for my upcoming project, and there is one which I think it would be very cool to do it on my YouTube channel. It's also more of like a challenge for me as well, because like yeah, like most of the sculpts that I'm doing or that I have been doing, it's all for the very first time. It's not like I'm doing this like for already like hundreds of times already. Like most of the stuff that I do I've never done before, so it's always new for me. So yeah, this looks already a little bit better, to be honest. Like I think like if we're going to clean like try to get rid of like the weird, maybe we can do it like so. Don't want to make it look like it's one big thing going on here. Let me first clean it up. And the good thing is I only have to do it one side, because, well, yeah, I only have to do it one side because it's in mirror mode. So everything what I do on this side also happens on the other side. So that's a time saver. Like not really sure. Like yeah, this one looks still weird here. But I really hope I can like the mode of recording. I have like 4 days left. So, or well, yeah, a little bit more than 4 days for the deadline. And I know that the fireplace is the biggest work of everything. Like this, it has a lot of details on this one. So this one takes the longest. Like the rest is like probably going to be a little bit faster because like the walls I'm going to make as well, and some little props on the stand, stuff like that. You know, like just like tiny little details being added. Maybe a Christmas tree, although although I'm not really not really great with stuff like that. I mean, like I can like try, of course, but I don't think I'm going to add a Christmas tree. Maybe little Christmas socks or stuff like that hanging in front of like the fireplace. Oh wait, what is this? Oh, what the heck? This is not good. This is not good. Go. It can also be that like it's adding additional graphics to 12%, but that's with this one and this one, I think. 7%. That's not too bad, to be honest. I mean, I mean it's still high, but it's a lot of detail on this. So yeah, it's an expensive prop. Or it's going to be an expensive prop. Although I think you can make it 1%. I'm 100% sure I can make this 100 like an 1% version with the same detail. Yeah. Not really. I don't like this. I can do better than that. But yeah, I have so many ideas. Like there's like, I really want to try to make my YouTube more of like sculpting videos, and here and there are some tutorials and my first tips and thoughts about new updates as well. I really try to do like make different content that people can consume, and like you don't really have to watch everything. Of course, I can understand that some stuff are maybe too long to watch. That's why I'm not like uploading every week, like 10 videos in a week. That's like first of all, I will become like a machine, and I don't want to become like that. And secondly, yeah, I don't want to let you like get overloaded with all the all the amount of content. So this series like is now like for like 2 videos a week, every Tuesday and Thursday. I was first thinking if I should do it as a sculpt series or just as a community jam or community event in this case. It is of course like a community event. So that's why I put it as a community event and all as an sculpting series, but it's the same, but but then just like with a different category. So but yeah, we're almost done with the bricks, by the way. I'm getting closer and closer. We need to still do the top, do the back top. We still need to do that, and then we need to fill in the cap again. And that's it, I think. Like it's not like it's yeah, I think that's it. And I mean that's not it, but for the bottom parts. because like I don't want to make it too complex. We already make it complex, but like making things like complex will often lead to lower the quality, and even though the graphics terminal is going to rise up because like we are sculpting so much on it. But yeah, it's just like but it's just like something that I like yeah, I don't know what I was I don't know what I was trying to say, like but yeah, I'm really enjoying like doing these videos on my YouTube channel. It's all meant for just for to relax. There's no time. There's no. I mean, sometimes people need to have a break in their lives, right? Just chill and enjoy life. Why rush it, right? Why rush it? Like you should enjoy your life. Okay, so this I'm going to do. The middle part we're not going to do in mirror mode. Because that would look strange always. So we have to do this manually. We are almost done. I mean, like, it's crazy to think about, but like it took me 3 videos. Like it took me 3 videos to get where I am right now. I think like if I was asking money for this, because like I've been spending like over 20 hours for this whole Secret Center project. Like I could have been I could have been rich if I was asking money for it. Alright. I think I'm done with the bottom brick stones. Now we need to do these things here on the top. We do mirror. Oh no, oh no, my internet's going to do crazy again. Oh no, PlayStation, don't do it. Don't do it, PlayStation. You guys not seeing it, but but I'm having super hard lag again. He was like, oh, okay, I will leave you alone for now. I'm like, good boy, good PlayStation. Okay, I hope I'm I'm mirroring him. Alright, we might do this one still. This looks very sharp compared for what we have done so far. Oh, let's fix that up. Alright. I must say we came a long way. We didn't do the back though. I'm not sure if I'm ever going to do the back. Because like I don't think that it's very needed to sculpt the back. I can however do is what I can do is like use that black marmor-ish type of stone. We can like reuse that on the back side. So it still has its purpose of doing things. Like I'm not really sure why I'm touching this right now, because like again it is the back side. Nobody is going to see this, but as I mentioned earlier or before, the reason why I'm putting so much effort into this one is because like I'm probably going to reuse this at other moments of my projects, and probably going to alter its design and stuff like that, and All right. Time to put the armor back on. And I'm thinking really hard. Am I going to do it in a separate scope? Or are we going to use it in a new one? And adding it in a new one will rise up graphics anyway. But I think it's smarter to do it in a new scope. And I will tell you why. Because like if I'm not doing it like in one scope, then I'm probably going to be I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say right now. It's just like I think it's like it's smarter to do it in a new scope than in one scope. That's what I was trying to say. Let me first start with a normal one, and then scale back in, and then use the mirror modes, like so, and then we can delete the middle part. There you go. And so yeah, it's just like, of course it will like add like more graphics, but I think in the end it's maybe the best thing to do. And if not, then then not. But because like now I can like easily sculpt on it. Yeah, this will rise up graphics. I know. How far are we? 16%. Now we can of course lower this. That already costed 2 again. We are 14. How far are we? 8%. This is going to be a very hard, like a very big, like a very high quality one. I'm not really liking it as I don't know yet what I should do with just like do it like this, because like it's on top on it anyway, so like this seems about right. Now the cool thing about this is I do have already fire. So if we're going to search for fire, I don't really have to recreate it anymore. Oh wait, not this one. That's a very old one. Talking about this one here. Now, what we still need to use, or we still need to create, is the wood blocks basically on top of it. But just for the purpose of like how this is going to turn out, I might maybe I'm not really sure like how I'm going to do the down yet, like how to like pull the bottom yet. I don't know. But I think it looks quite okay with the fire inside of here. I definitely cannot wait with painting everything. We might maybe already going to do it. if I have to be honest. Just for, because like I said, like I should wait for the whole thing, but this is just like part one. Like I mean, like the bottom one, and then like we need to like put something on top, and there's maybe one thing that I'm not really a big fan of at the moment, and let me see. Let me see. Like, it's not that you're going to see it, but like I'm talking about the tunnel that goes up to the pipe. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not really a big fan of that. And what I'm talking about is this. If it's so, it's like it's so white. Like we are now at 8%, and we're not even done yet. This might maybe my biggest asset ever. I've never sculpted more than 8% of like graphics as asset. But it's for a good purpose. It's for I may be thinking about doing something like this, and maybe we should actually save. We have not really done that. So element, sculpture, and then fireplace. There you go. Just make sure it's saved. Very important. And also save an online version as well, because you never know. There you go. So now we have like 2. And I was thinking to make this a little bit smaller. That is what I was thinking about. I really don't know yet how I'm going to do it. But I prefer this than just like, but then we all need to close. Let me first see how it's going to look if we actually close this down. How is it going to look like if we do that? Oh, actually, that's not too bad. That's not bad at all, actually. I might maybe consider or reconsider my. I was not expecting this. Oh yeah, okay. There's maybe one thing I don't like then. Okay, never mind. We cannot do this either because. Oh wait, we can. Oh, I was afraid that we're going to hit. Oh, wait a minute. What if we build something like this? It's just an experiment. We already saved it. So this is just me experimenting right now. If it looks weird, we're not going to do it, of course. But I was thinking to pull something like I'm not sure if this is. I think we can make it work, but oh, what's going on right now? I think maybe we need like, yeah, I think we need a size move. It's really hard to go inside and do your thing. It's not easy. Because you kind of want to match with what you already created before, of course. Oh, this is not easy. This maybe is why you should always do this inside first and then do the outside. I can maybe do something like I don't know what to do with this, to be honest. Maybe pull it up. Is that going to work? Let me see. We do it like what if we do it like that? Is that working? Oh man, it's really hard to see it inside. Well, not that this like it's super bad, but now it's like it's not really. This can work though. Yeah, I like this. This can work. It's not perfect, but I'm not going for perfection. Oh, maybe. But just so that like the begin part is a little bit further away. Like the grid is a little bit further away in the whole creation. Like you're not going to see the inside anyway, so it's like that but you do going to maybe see a little bit of like this part that you're going to see, and I kind of want to let you believe that there is something there. So yeah, it's just that like, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe pull it a little bit more to the... Oh, not that. Pull it one time. See, we're still not sticking out with our stuff, so that's good. There we go. Then stretch this side. And we can, however, do it again. And I will explain. I will explain and make this more curvier. So that this is more of like the last part. Although don't think that will. No, never mind. I would keep it like this. It's a minor detail. Nobody will ever notice. I think we can pretty much paint. Let me group this already. We can move that around. 8%. Yeah, that is what it is. Yeah. Okay. Paint. We're going to paint. Paint. Let's first save a version. Private. Yes. Drink real quick. Okay, so we save this. Now let's paint it. I am going to. Oh, that's the wrong. My brain is like like what am I doing right now? There. Okay, so spray paint. We're going to use a square for this. And the base layer is going to be... let's go for dark gray, and then we're going to layer on top of it. If you know what I mean. So we're going to layer... this as first. So I'm just going to paint this. Okay, I see that this fire is pretty much like blocking my view. So this is like our base layer. So this is just like the first color we're going to use. Now the second color what we're going to use is a little bit more gray. And we're going to use not a square anymore, but we're going to use a wedge. And we're going to use opacity very low, the lowest, maybe a little bit more up. Then a hole inside. And make it super tiny. We're going to say server snap. Stretch it out. And then we're going to paint over it. And just make it so like these are like I might maybe not going to use much mirror mode in this because I'm a little bit afraid that it's going to look a little bit weird if we do that. But I think in the side we can do it a little bit like that. It's not like a deal. Let me turn off mirror mode now. Make this a bit bigger. And then we're going to add more stretch marks, more detail on the stones. Go. And basically we're going to like layer on top of everything. I might maybe also going to add something else. So I'm not sure if I'm actually going to do it because like we already have it some sort of like what we did with the technique in between. But I can maybe still like it looks like very like still like unrealistic in my point of view. So what we're going to do, we add a little bit more more brownish, like gray brown, like so. Let me add that color. Maybe use some blend now for this. So you get like a little bit darker. Maybe, yeah. You have to be careful though. Not overdo it too much. I might like do different color combinations and see like what the best way to do it, or what the best way is to get it like painting is always like, it is fun to do, but it's time consuming, and it's, you always also have to be careful for not like paint too long on something, or it will be a disaster for your graphics turbo. Now let's add some black, but then with more sub blend, and I think I'm going to use the square for this. Maybe a little bit more oval. I'll pull a little bit of more like stripes on it. Like so. And what we can do, but this is like, the really depends on how things are going, but we can add more detail to it by simply add more textures. A bit smaller still. Oh, there we go. What is the sub blend opacity? Okay, that's good. We can, however, do this in mirror mode, by the way. Doesn't really that matter. And be a little bit more visible. Color. So now we're going to make more texturizing on the stone, so that like it's popping out, so that the whole structure is now like become stone. And this is why layering with painting with textures is super important. I will do the middle part without the mirror though. Oh, that went really weird. So it's like a perfect circle we did there. Like this. There you go. As you can see, like it becomes more natural looking almost, right? Like it's an old looking fireplace. And this is just like one side. We need to do, of course, the rest of it as well. Basically with the same, basically on the same way, but that's how it is. So let's do... The front is the most important thing because like that's the first thing you're going to notice. So that's why we're doing this first. I'm not in mirror modes. So let's do that first. Spin it. Come on. Spin. 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 I just want to spin. There you go. Drink. We're also going to like layer a little bit more because like these are a little bit smaller stones, so we can do something different with these. I'm going to remove the mirror now because we come close to close to the stones that that are in the center. There you go. And we're also going to add more like that things are super like when like it's smoked and stuff like that. We're going to add that as well. But let me first add some brown, and we're going to use the wedge technique for this again with a hole inside, and so we have a little bit of like different variation in the structure. Have it like darker parts. The reason why I'm not doing this in mirror mode is because like even though like the stones are in mirror, having a little bit of like different shading makes it even more unique looking, and so that like is not super clear in the first view that you're like looking at like something it's in repeating, even though they are. So the front, it's basically close to done. I'm not saying like it's done yet, but it's definitely getting close. I can maybe do this in mirror mode, by the way. Let's do that. Let's actually do that. So mirror mode. We do this in the proper way. Because like these are so far out of each other, you're not going to notice that they are pairing to each other. Like you're not knowing that. So like it's hard to see that. What I mean. Alright. Now we're going for the donut shape again. I kind of wish I can like I really want to have presets of pre-made shapes. I so want to see it someday happening. It's a little bit shame that we haven't really seen that till the day now. And maybe a little bit bigger. Does it have to be smaller? There you go. Now we add more stone structure to this. All right, so the front is done. I think we did a good job, and I see that we already have hit the hour mark. I'm going to leave this video here for now. I think we did well. We have done the front of this whole stone stuff thing, the stone fire stuff. Yeah, we are far from finished. There's still a lot more to do, but slowly but surely, like when you're like adding like paint and stuff like that, your whole structure comes alive, and it's always the most satisfying part of besides sculpting. So without further ado, because like we're over the 1 hour, I'm going to close this video. I'm going to say thank you so much for watching, and hopefully see you in the next video. And as always, don't forget to dream, everybody. Bye bye.